Welcome, everyone. It's wonderful to be with you. Tonight's talk is on the subject of offering each other our presence. And let's begin with a psalm. Lord, how beautiful you are, how radiant the places you dwell in. My soul yearns for your presence. My whole body longs for your light. Even the wren finds a house, and the sparrow a nest for herself. Take me home, Lord, guide me to the place of perfect repose. Let me feel you always within me. Open my eyes to your love. Welcome to this digital contemplative prayer group. This is a place for all God's people. Whatever your beliefs or doubts, you are welcome here. If you are new to centering prayer, just follow the instructions as the session unfolds. You're also welcome to use the silence in any other way that is right for you. Loving God, we ask for your blessings upon this gathering, recognizing that we bring the joys and sorrows of our lives here today. If anyone would like to mention silently or aloud expressions of gratitude or concern for ourselves, our families, our friends, our society, or our fragile planet, please do so now.
My friend Carolina, my son Raphael.
For complete recovery, from COVID for me and my family.
For my friend Susan.
God, we trust that you hear our prayers, silent or spoken, wordless or in words. On the Christmas quiet day, some of you were with me, and I really appreciated being able to spend Christmas Day seeing the friendly, attentive faces of those who share my contemplative values and practice. There were also an unusual number of people I've never met before who came and didn't turn their cameras on, so that there were a lot of black boxes with white names. I don't mind that. I think of people who are new to centering prayer almost like wild animals who might need a lot of space and gentleness so as not to be scared away. So many of us have been hurt by religion, and we come to new religious situations with a lot of trepidation and anxiety. I want to do everything I can so that they will stay with us and explore what we're doing and feel as comfortable as they can. But that evening around dinner time, I suddenly became aware that it had been much more exhausting than usual, having all those black boxes there, like an energy sink, draining me. I was talking to a fellow teacher recently who said he was thinking of taking a break from teaching for a while because he finds teaching on Zoom so draining. He gives a lot of energy and doesn't get much back from the screen. I don't usually share that feeling, and I feel surprised when I hear people complaining about how difficult it is to teach on Zoom. My Christmas experience made me realize that it's possible for me to speak so comfortably here because of how present you are, the people of our community, how present you are to me. I look at your faces, and you're really fully here, with meaningful, attentive facial expressions, even when your eyes are closed. But there's also something that's harder to describe, the feeling of all the prayer that you've done. It makes a big difference. It gives me something to bounce my energy off. My energy goes out to you and comes back to me, infused with your prayerfulness, which energizes and sustains me. I have a sense that what I am saying is hitting the mark, that you are really listening, absorbing what I am saying, and transforming it into something that belongs to all of us, and that we are all truly praying together. Whatever words I say, we will make them into something meaningful and prayerful together. It's a mutual and collaborative process. I just want to make clear that I'm not criticizing those of you who are phoning in and can't be seen for technical reasons, or anyone here who might choose to turn off their camera. Some of you are watching this on video recording as well. I want to encourage anyone who wants to be here to attend in any way that is comfortable, practical, and possible for you. I want this to be an inclusive, welcoming community. Each of us is finding a way to participate in the process I'm describing, in our own way. I'm talking about this not to criticize anyone, but just to explore more deeply what it means for us to be present to each other in prayerful ways, in this new form of community that we're exploring, and to emphasize that you can support others just by being present. You are supporting others simply by doing your practice, even when you yourself can't feel the fruits of it, and it might seem like nothing is happening. Something is coming into being through your presence. The theologian Simone Weil wrote, "Prayer consists of attention. It is the orientation of all the attention of which the soul is capable toward God. The quality of the attention counts for much of the quality of the prayer. The simplicity of prayer is startling. It is attention towards God. We can bring this attention to any activity." From another perspective, the Aikido master Wendy Palmer writes, "Energy follows attention. Wherever we focus our attention, our energy follows." Being present might seem like a small thing, but sometimes it's the only thing. In my training as a spiritual director and as a chaplain, we explored what it was that we could offer to others. We can never be sure whether what we specifically say or do will help or hurt others. We're always taking the risk when we act and speak. Most of us have had the experience of offering up words with the best of intentions that inflict unintentional wounds. But we always can be simply present, Our presence is a gift that we can always offer in a prayerful way and know that it can be healing. Don't apologize for doing whatever you need to do in order to become more fully present. Do you need to spend time alone, practicing yoga, being creative, listening to music, walking in nature? Give yourself permission to make whatever it is that you need to be fully present a part of your practice. Whatever it is that helps you to be present to yourself, that can be part of the gift that you offer to others. To be present, we need to be fully in our bodies. So rather paradoxically, even in the digital medium, the more embodied you are, the more you experience yourself in your own body, the more palpable your presence becomes. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your participation in this prayerful process. Thank you for the gift of your attention in whatever form you choose to offer it. Thank you for your presence. Now let's prepare for our centering prayer period of 20 minutes. Sit in a comfortable posture that you can maintain for 20 minutes, relaxed and alert, natural, comfortable, not rigid. And just notice your body, how it is, what it feels like to be inside it, in the room where you are right now. Notice if your body needs your attention in any way to prepare for the time. If there's some tension you could let go of, or just say hello to, welcome it, maybe even touch it with your hand. Breathe deeply into it. Just be in touch with yourself, knowing that that will help you to be in touch with God. And then take a moment to notice who God is for you, whatever that might mean for you in this moment. A sense of gratitude, embodiment, presence, absence, darkness, light. Whatever is alive for you right now in your relationship with God, just notice it without judgment. Greet it, and then let go of it. You don't need to think about it during the prayer period. You can just allow it to infuse your practice. And just notice your sacred symbol, your sacred word rising up from within you like a bell calling you to prayer. Or touch ever so gently your breath with your attention, using it to bring yourself to this moment if you become engaged and distracted by your thoughts. Just reminding yourself that your symbol is there if you need it, whenever you need to disentangle yourself and return to being prayerfully present. Loving God, thank you for the gift of this community and this practice and the way that we are present to each other. Tonight's Lectio Divina is taken from Parker Palmer's A Hidden Wholeness. I'll read it 3 times, and then I'll invite you to share a word or phrase from the passage that resonated for you, if you choose. Listen with the ear of the heart. Solitude does not necessarily mean living apart from others. Rather, it means never living apart from oneself. It is not about the absence of other people. It is about being fully present to ourselves, whether or not we are with others. Community does not necessarily mean living face to face with others. Rather, it means never losing the awareness that we are connected to each other. It is not about the presence of other people. It is about being fully open to the reality of relationship, whether or not we are alone. Solitude does not necessarily mean living apart from others. Rather, it means never living apart from oneself. It is not about the absence of other people. It is about being fully present to ourselves, whether or not we are with others. Community does not necessarily mean living face to face with others. Rather, it means never losing the awareness that we are connected to each other. It is not about the presence of other people. It is about being fully open to the reality of relationship, whether or not we are alone. Solitude does not necessarily mean living apart from others. Rather, it means never living apart from oneself. It is not about the absence of other people. It is about being fully present to ourselves, whether or not we are with others. Community does not necessarily mean living face to face with others. Rather, it means never losing the awareness that we are connected to each other. It is not about the presence of other people. It is about being fully open to the reality of relationship, whether or not we are alone. I invite you to share a word or phrase that resonated for you.
Community. Connected.
Fully present to ourselves.
Open.
Solitude.
Fully present to ourselves.
Fully present.
Never losing the awareness that we are interconnected.
Fully present.
Never living apart from ourselves.
The reality of relationship.
Let's conclude by praying together David Furnet's interpretation of the Lord's Prayer. Our source, existing beyond time, though uncontained by images, sacred are your names. Unity is here. Your path be done in this world as it is beyond time. Give us this day appreciation of your every gift, and heal us, forgive us, as we are a healing, forgiving presence to others. And when challenges come, help us to find you consciously, freeing us from encountering death, suffering, and evil outside you. For you are the generative source of this universe, its laws, and life itself, now and forever. So be it. Let it be. Thank you for being here tonight. It was wonderful to be with you. I hope you have a wonderful week.
Thank you, Lindy.
Thank you,
Thank
Lindsay.
you so much. God
Thank
bless.
you, Lindsay.
Thank
you.
you.
Much,
Thank you,
Lindsay.
Love
everyone.
you.
Everyone.
There was
Thank
one.
you.